One Life family, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing good. All right. If this is your first time coming by the One Life channel, I definitely want to welcome you by the channel. If you are returning, I want to welcome you back. If you are a One Life member, shouts out to the One Life family. Shouts out to the members of the One Life family, man. If you have not had a chance to, man, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you haven't had a chance to, it helps keep us in the algorithm and it's completely free. Ladies and gentlemen, today I wanted to take time because um, there's a case that's going on with Naziah Harris, which is the 13-year-old girl who had gone missing. She still hasn't been found to this day, but they have accused and charged Jarvis Butts in her situation, in her unaliving, as well as SA type situations, which he has happened to have a lot of issues with over the years, which is why one of the reasons that the family and people are saying that, hey, they feel like the family failed this young lady. Now, the Naziah Harris case is it wasn't until the preliminary situation happened, but I hadn't had a chance to sit down and really go over it. So I thought that we would do that today because there's a lot of information that came out as he prepares to go to trial next Thursday. And I remember last year when this situation happened, I came on YouTube and I talked about it. It didn't get many views. And I think that's one of the problems now that people are trying to bring these type of situations, more to the forefront and bring more awareness to the things that kind of go on right in your own home. Maybe not y'all per se, but this is a situation to where they were saying, hey, the grandmother or whoever was pretty much allowing him to do this to his daughter, to this young lady, and nobody was doing anything about it. He had gone to prison and he had gotten back out and was still doing the same things. You know what I'm saying? And so I think a lot of this is in my opinion, we're gonna go into it and I'm going to share some things with y'all because a lot of people may not be familiar with the case. And y'all know how I like to go in and, I like to talk about stuff from a real perspective, man. And this is a horrible situation. More and more information has come out. Now, I think again, this is a situation where people should have gotten involved a long time ago, and so let's kind of just go into the Naziah Harris case so that y'all can become more familiar with it. And so we can talk about it and see actually, because like I say, he's going to trial Thursday. And the thing about these trials, they don't be long like that. Okay. Now he's been caught telling several stories. My only concern is, and I could be completely wrong, but it just concerns me. I'm like, how are y'all able to charge him with an unaliving if, what I'm saying, she hasn't been found unalive? Because, this story could be deeper than we know. I'm not even sure, but we about to find out because, like I say, I remember when this story had happened, I thought, because I know that he was locked up, but apparently he was locked up for a pow charge that he had to handle, and then they came back and charged Jarvis Butts with these charges and stuff like that. So yeah, let's just kind of get into it, and let me refresh our memory and see exactly what's going on. One Life. How's everybody feeling out there, man? Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feeling, man. And are y'all familiar with this case?
It's worse. So a man is charged with murder and sex crimes after investigators say he killed a 13-year-old girl to hide the fact that he had gotten her pregnant. The body of 13-year-old Naziah Harris, though, has never been found.
That's despite a lot of searching since her disappearance in January. Today, disturbing new details came to light as 41-year-old Jarvis Butts appeared in court to face several charges, and not just linked to Naziah. Sean Lay is live with these new revelations. Sean, it is difficult to even say out loud what this man is accused of doing.
I'm glad you said that, Kimberly. Absolutely. Stomach turning every fact that we're revealing and digging on this story. Absolutely. Talking about motive here. We're talking about a guy, 41-year-old Jarvis Butts, just inside 36th District Court, prosecutors laying out a motive here. That at age 13, Isaiah Harris, he got her pregnant. He was reporting to prison. He was turning himself in the very day that Isaiah went missing. Prosecutors say he could not allow her to have his baby while he was in prison. It would reveal years upon years of sexual abuse.
Wow.
His latest.
Wow.
Serial child
Wow.
evidence will show that Jarvis Butts has been sexually assaulting Desire Harris since at least the fall of 2022, and that Desire Harris was pregnant.
This is the first time we are seeing 41-year-old Jarvis Butts in court, accused of the sexual assault and murder of 13-year-old Isaiah Harris. And we learned new information from prosecutors today. Isaiah went missing January 9th. On the very same day, Butts was due to turn himself in to serve a year sentence for carrying a concealed weapon. Listen closely to Assistant County Prosecutor Tina Ripley, saying Butts had a Isaiah Harris problem he had to handle before reporting to prison.
Turned himself in on January 9th.
Oh, so he was going to prison anyway.
Sentence for W. The state ultimately got moved to February 7th of 2024, allowing him the opportunity and time to take care of his Desire Harris problem.
Cover up a pregnancy, you hear about a pregnancy, and now you want to make sure that the pregnancy is gone and Desire disappears.
Tiffany Jennings is Isaiah's aunt. She has never spoken out before until now. Who's ultimately responsible for protecting Isaiah from this guy?
Oh, what a loaded question, right, Sean? In my personal opinion, with no affiliation,
Hey, what's up, Eva?
there are multiple parties involved, as many have already stated. And I just have to hold on to hope that the entire truth will come to light. This is the beginning of the truth, and we're very grateful for this part, but the entire story will come out.
Man.
Quickly to say who Tiffany Jennings is there. She's Isaiah's aunt. However, Isaiah's dad, that's her sister, so she was not involved in the family goings-ons inside different houses about protecting this little girl. I won't explain who that is. But with two other charges, one for the sexual assault of a girl under the age of 13, another, his own daughter, apparently 4 years old, who allegedly gave an STD. I told you, it just keeps getting worse. He is now being held without any bond. Chief White said it best yesterday that if convicted, if all this is true, that he cannot hurt anyone else. That's why Tom Smith, Board of Commissioners, Police Chief Kim Worthy saying if anyone else feels that they have been assaulted or violated or part of this case, have the bravery to come forward right now. Back to you.
Just awful, awful.
Wow. Wow. And I'm telling you, you know, I didn't get a chance to go in. I heard bits and pieces of the hearing, you know, and so I wanted to go and watch it because I will be tuning in to the trial because, I mean, this is a monster. Because as I'm listening to what they're saying, one of the things when the aunt said, this will uncover years of abuse. And when you're saying this man is 41 years old, you got to go, this all starts psychologically as a child. So he was doing this as a child. I'm assuming, allegedly. They said years. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's why it's going to be interesting to see exactly where they going with this and how this plays out in court. Because, I mean, he's definitely going to jail. He's definitely not. But even with that part, he already knew that he was sentenced to go to jail. And then he said he has to handle something before he go to prison. Then, and you know, she can't have this baby while he's in prison because it's gonna uncover years of abuse. There's no way, in my opinion, that this man should have even been on the street. Now, I mean, and the reason why I say that because I'm not the one I don't like these type of people. I don't like these type of people one bit. You can do anything else with these type of people right here. And again, when they say that the community failed this young lady from the, you know, her, you know, I'm just letting y'all know what's going on because allegedly her mom was, you know, strung out and she had suffered from this same type of abuse and went through the same type of situation. And her father is unalive. So she ended up, you know what I'm saying, I guess moving in or being around them, you know what I'm saying? Didn't know no better. Didn't have nobody to go to. Can you imagine, man, how frightening that is for a young 11 years old? You know? I believe a lot more people should be charged in her disappearance. And if she's unalive, even more so with that, you know. And yeah, he got all these children. And now, from my understanding, you know, a lot of one of the baby mamas said she didn't even allow him around her children, you know, and it still concerns me that certain women, and I don't know if I'm being judgmental or not, but what I'm saying is because I know, okay, here's what I'm trying to say. It concerns me that certain women will have baby by a person of this, you know what I'm saying, nature. Now, whether they knew or didn't know, that that's a different story. But if you around a person, I don't know. I don't associate with these type of people. I'm just saying you had to see some type of weird stuff. Like I know one of the people said that they would see him with what appeared to be a little girl, and he would say it's his niece. Actually, I believe that's how a lot of this stuff got thrown into the attention that it necessarily needed. But even prior to that, I'm like, I know when I like to drink, or I might like to smooth or like that. If you around start long, you're gonna be like, yeah, he definitely drink, or he gonna have a drink, he gonna smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's in you, so it's stuff that you gonna do. So it's stuff that you gonna see. Right. It wasn't a mystery. And that's what I'm saying. So I feel like other people, and that's why I wanted to watch this from a perspective of how I look at things, because I honestly feel like other people should be charged. If that grandma, yeah, oh yeah, I heard bits and pieces of the text message. But if that grandma and people around, aunts, uncles, whoever, had anything to do with, that's a RICO. Because that means y'all all did this together. That's really a form of trafficking. And all y'all need to be held accountable. Anybody who let or had anything to do with this young lady who didn't have nobody and just didn't want to go into the system. You feel me? The uncle possibly know where she is. Somebody, he definitely know where she's at, but he ain't got nothing to lose. It seems. It seems as if he ain't got nothing to lose. He's mentally messed up. He's mentally messed up. I wanna go into some of the preliminary hearing. Now, this is, I skim through it if it's nothing of important. I kind of know the important part, but I don't really want to miss anything. I ain't really got much to do today. I do like to go back. If I'm gonna be watching the trial and stuff like that, I like to watch it, and I like to have my information, and I like to, what I'm saying, put my stuff together and see how it go. And I can only do that with actually watching it for myself. I don't really go out nobody else. I have to listen, I have to watch. I had to, like I say, I don't see how you can charge a man with an unaliving if you don't have a certain thing. But that's something for them to work out. I'm just trying to, I don't know. So that's why I'm watching it for myself so I can see what's going on. A lot of information was revealed, and I want to know it before I go any further. I mean, from the looks of it, disgusting animal, monster, I consider him to be completely guilty. So I want to now go inside the mind of the monster and see what was this, what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And in so many words where I already know, but this is a sick individual. I want to know what's gonna come out in trial. What the people that's defending him, you feel me? That's that part. That part. The people that's defending him. What's y'all defense? Either I hope she's still alive. They don't have any evidence that show otherwise. Or do they, y'all? Again, I'm finna watch it. I don't think they have any evidence that say otherwise, which is maybe why he moving like that. But which is, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I say, let's take a look. Because that's very well possible.
And then compile a report based on our findings.
And I want to take you back to March 14th, 2024. Were you working with the church police as a forensic tech at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, they did find
That day I was working alone.
the stuff.
And I want to take you to the area of 7 Mile in Berg, Southern City of Detroit.
Yes, ma'am.
And were you dispatched to that location on March 14th, 2024?
Yes, it was.
And what is it that you did at that location?
At that location, there was a wooded area just south of 7 Mile to the west of Berg, and we searched that wooded area for evidence related to a potential missing person.
And what is it that you did when you search?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What is it that you do when you search an area?
We will canvass the area in an ordered fashion, myself along with the other officers that are on scene. We are looking for things that are out of the ordinary or might suggest that something had taken place in that location.
Did you know what you were looking for at that location?
We were looking for clothing and clothing and shoes.
And did you take any photos?
I did.
And did you collect any evidence?
I did.
Okay. And I want to show you. I mean, I took the photos in 14.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Mimi? What going on, chat? What going on, everybody in the building?
14 PowerPoint. Could you tell me, do you recall going to this area?
We're talking about
Yes, ma'am.
Naziah
These
Harris.
photos, there are 129 of them. Do they fairly and accurately depict the scene of 7 Mile in Berg as you saw it back on March 14th, 2024?
Yes, we do. Question that. Okay.
And I'm for the admission to proposed exhibit 14.
Okay. Okay, there'll be a minute.
Did you end up finding any evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
What evidence did you find?
We collected a pink jumpsuit, like a bodysuit style, and then a black hoodie that had a pair of white headphones in one of the pockets, some gloves, a towel, and a pair of red, black, and white gym shoes.
And published.
Yes.
Allow me.
Try now.
And what, so this is in people's exhibit 14, this is going to be photo 2. What is it that we have here?
This is the photo card that we would take at the beginning of processing any crime scene. It includes the date, the time, the location that we're responding to, as well as who is the current officer in charge that ordered us out to that location, the crime or suspected crime that we're investigating, as well as my name, the code that I'm working, and the report number that is assigned to that case.
Now I'm going to not go through all 129 photos here. I'm going to show you some that I want to reference. This is for record purposes, photo 30. What do we see here in photo 30?
We are looking west down. So that fence on the left of the photograph is the fence for an abandoned building at the south end of the parking lot on the west side of Berg. We are looking west towards the Rouge River into that wooded area. You can see what is that pink jumpsuit in the background of the photograph.
And in 33, what do we see here?
That is one of the black, red, and white team shoes that we collected from the wooded area that I previously stated.
Okay. And would it be fair to say that's a left foot shoe?
Yes.
And in picture 35, what do we have here?
That was a photograph of the inside of the shoe with its size tag.
And in 37, what do we see here?
Again, we are still looking in that wooded area. That is the black jacket that was collected. It is towards the front photograph, kind of behind that tree branch.
And in 42,
The close-up of the black hooded jacket that we recovered.
okay. And would it be fair to say that you opened up the jacket? Or is this how you saw it?
We did open up the jacket to examine it, yes.
And in 45, what's in 45?
So that is looking in one of the pockets of the jacket.
And do you see what's inside the pocket at that point or no?
That photograph, I believe there's a paper and might be the pair of headphones.
And in 47,
Yes.
what are we looking at there?
So yes, that is the paper and the pair of headphones that was recovered from that pocket.
In 50,
So that's going to be the hood of that hooded jacket. We noted that there are several holes in the jacket of unknown origin.
in 52,
Bright lights, late nights.
Where you at, Michael? Where you at, Michael?
Bright lights, late nights, yeah. Could we see bright lights, late nights, yeah. Nightlife, take flights, yeah. Champagne, all night, yeah. Designer clothes, expensive life, yeah. We just living for the moment, 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 yeah. Pocket got paperweight in it. Streets I done made a way in it. Technology back on the farm. I feel like Darth Vader in it. I might just step on the gas. Fly by your way like a flash. This in my blood is not gas. It's exotic and I do not pass. I used to suffer depression till I got on the weed and suppressed it. Smoking may not be your preference.
There was already an analyst that looked at different records and given us a location out in Ypsilanti. So I coordinated a search for the very next day on February 13th. We went out to Ypsilanti and we conducted the search. It's a large area. It wasn't pinpointed down to a specific house. There was a lot of wooded area over there. We had multiple teams out there. There was probably over 60 people at one point. We then started going into different businesses to look for different video that we may be able to recover close to the intersection that we believe would be a good starting point in that search area.
and did you recover or were you able to recover anything or find anything from the Ypsilanti area?
We did find some video that was eventually pulled from a gas station.
HoneyBook completely changed how I do business. I'm a photographer, an independent business. It's a fact. Running your own business is hard, but don't make it harder than it has to be. Get HoneyBook. HoneyBook brings my entire client flow under one roof. HoneyBook handles my proposals, contracts, payments, all on one platform. My clients can see my availability and book.
And what was, I guess, the condition of that video?
So the video was from a gas station. It shows the intersection, I believe it's Michigan and Carpenter, which is actually, I think that is like a Springfield township. It's kind of like a little small city just outside of Michigan. At that point, we didn't know exactly what we're looking for, so we just kind of pulled like the window that we knew the devices were out there, specifically Jarvis Butts device that was out there. So we kind of just pull all of that video before we lose it, and then as we gather more information, we can kind of go back and look at the video to see it.
The coordinates that you gave us, latitude, longitude.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Well, decimal degrees. So. Yeah.
Thank you. Agent Barnes, you said that you were taking part in a search of the area of 7 Mile Bird. Was that, how large of an area was it?
I probably searched at that point, not quite half a mile over at that point. So, not a huge area.
And you said you were part of a team?
Yeah.
How many people were out there?
There was multiple counties out there assisting with search. Honestly, I couldn't give you exact numbers. Probably several dozen.
7 dozen?
Several dozen.
Several.
There was different teams assigned to different parts of the river.
So different people were assigned to, or different teams were assigned to one like half-mile location, another half-mile location, or coordinates, I guess.
Yes, even smaller than that, smaller sections than that. Yeah, just to keep guys fresh.
And was it like a coordinated effort then to kind of sweep this area?
Yes,
So you're just walking like in a straight line, or
for the most part.
can you describe kind of how that looks?
Yeah, so in the river, I'll go from the river to the banks. So in the river, you have different teams wearing dry suits using technology, looking for anything that resembles a body, and then sticks to kind of push stuff loose, and then searching the log jams in the river. Then you have guys on the edge of the river because the water level was high, so the one covered the river banks as well, which the water level was high and had become lower. Then you have teams on the banks, and then teams kind of doing an S pattern along the river edge to make sure they cover as much ground as possible.
Thank you. And so you said that on this particular day, the water level was high.
No, the water level was high the week prior or so, so we wanted to make sure that we covered the river banks where the water was. The water was back to its normal level.
Was there a way to tell where the water level had been previously? Is there a way to mark that?
Sometimes it's just where debris gets caught up in the brush. It was maybe a foot higher, but it wasn't.
And it was you personally that saw the pink onesie first, or the pink thing that you initially saw.
Yes.
Did you take pictures of it, how it looked when you initially found it?
I didn't. No.
Would you normally do something like that?
There's just so much stuff. I wasn't taking. It would take all day if I take a picture of everything I found. So
You
stopped and kind of moved it, manipulated it.
Yes, I pulled it up to inspect it, noted that it was worthy of reporting, set it back down, radioed it in.
Okay. And how far did you set it down from the location where you initially located
Same
it?
spot,
Exact same spot?
same brush.
And you said that part of what you do is kind of to note approximately how long it looks like it's been out there.
Yeah.
And in this particular case, what was it that you kind of found or thought when you noticed it?
There was no discoloration from the sun. Typically if something sits outside for a while, the sun's going to change the color that it sees, and underneath it's going to be a different color. There was no discoloration in the article of clothing. So, and that can happen in weeks. It's pretty quick. Depending on how much time there is. There was no evidence of animals getting in it. There was no significant dirt. It looked very fresh.
Did you find or see any other clothing other than the shoe in that area?
Very old clothing. Years old.
Like what, for example?
Maybe just old coats, but it's nothing pertinent. Things that were layers of lots. Yeah, I mean, there's a fair amount of debris.
In that general area, in that half mile area that you were scanning?
Yes.
Okay. Once. Anything else? Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Given that you photographed these and alerted these, did these the pink onesie and the shoe those matched your aging description that you were following?
There was no age necessarily. If that's what you mean. Like they hadn't been out there for a long period of time. Thank you.